All right, scholars, let's go ahead and go over the answers for our do now. Let me go ahead and tell you real quick. The first one is 614 divided by 15. It is 40 with a remainder of 14. And guys, I'm going to go over to my FlexHam and show you how we do this. I'm finding out that some of you don't quite understand the division, so I'm going to let you know. Division is actually multiplication, but in reverse. So we always look at this number right here, which is our divisor, because that is what we're going to be dividing by. And we always look for multiples. So if you had a multiplication table that went up to 15, you would take 15 times 1 equals 15. 15 times 2 equals 30. 15 times 3 equals 45, and 15 times 4 equals 60. I also know that if I multiply these by 10, make this into 20, 30, and 40, I will be adding a 0 here. So the closest multiple I have is going to be the 600. So I know that that is 15 times 40 equals 600. Now it's very important that you know what digit this goes under. Since this is 4 tens, it's going to go in the tens digit right here. And you're going to go ahead and you already know that 15 times 4d equals 600. You're going to subtract 600. You bring down the 10, you can't divide that, so now you bring down the ones. You still can't divide that. So this is going to let you know that we have 40 with a remainder of 14. It's always multiples. Most of y'all should have a multiplication chart on your desk if you're at home. For those who are not at home, at school, excuse me. For those that are at school, you have a multiplication chart on your desk. For those that are doing distance learning, the ones that used to be with me, I told you how to get it on the computer. If not, for your exit ticket, I have one in there. All right. It looks similar to this here. Let's see here. This is what it's going to look like, and you're going to be able to use it. Let's get back to here. So let's look at 704 divided by 46. Knowing what we know now, I'm going to pause here, and I want to know what are the first 3 multiples of 46. 46 times 1, 46 times 2, 46 times 3. I'll pause the video. Excellent. Yes. 46 times 1 equals 46. 46 times 2 equals 92. And 46 times 3 equals 8. Carry 1. Let's see. It's 138. So we're looking for 700. It looks like it's pretty far up there. And let's see here. What would I have to do? If I'm looking for 700, I'll be multiplying by 10, 20, and 30. So it looks like I'm going to be looking at this very first one, because if I do 10, this becomes 460. This becomes 920. And 920 is bigger than 704. So let's multiply it by 10. Put the 1 in the tens place. That gives us 460. That's 4, 244. So do I have something that's close to 244? I don't, do I? So let's multiply 46 times 4. That's 4, carry 2. That's 204. Oh, 184, excuse me here. And then 46 times 5, that gives me 0 and 3, 230. Might be a 5 right there. So I have 230 that I subtract now. So I'm dividing, I'm multiplying, I'm subtracting. Now I'm dividing 46 into 244. I'm multiplying, I'm subtracting, bringing it down. This 14 looks like it's the smallest, so it looks like the answer is 15 with the remainder of 14. Let's get back to the slides and see what we have there. 15 with the remainder of 14. The next one's 23 with the remainder of 4, and 32 with the remainder of 5. Guys, make sure that if you have the opportunity right now, you learn your multiplication table, because it's going to make it a lot easier when you're taking the STAR test. So today, to help you out with long division, I looked to see if we could find anything that might help you, and I found something in FOCLAB that might help you out.
Your Grace, we have the prisoner. Bring him forth. He's accused of holding classes in the forest, Your Grace. He's been teaching the peasants. Teaching them? Teaching them what? I'm teaching them math, Your Grace, long division. Teaching them black magic and sorcery? No, Your Grace, it's long division. Throw him in the pit of doom. You do know what long division is, right, Your Grace? Of course I know. I'm the king. But explain it to me anyway. I'll go warm up the pit, Your Grace. Let's divide 745 by 6. First, we set it up like this. Then, follow the steps for one digit now. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. I divide 6 into 7 first, then I know 6 fits inside 7 one time. So I write 1 up top and keep it in line with the 7. Since that's the one I divided, then I multiply 6 times 1, that's 6. I write it down below here, son. You call me son. The next part is fun. I subtract 7 minus 6 and I get 1. The party's not over now. I need to bring the next digit down. I bring the 4 down the side. I see 14. And now's the time to repeat these steps again, my king. You get it? I think I'm following. 6 into 14 is 2 times, then 2 times 6 is 12. Oh my. 14 minus 12 is 2, so we write it and bring down the 5. I'm getting excited. 6 into 25 goes 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24, no lie. When we subtract, we have 1 left over. Throw it to the pig of doom. No. It's called the remainder. We write it like this on the paper. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. That's how we do long division now. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. That's how we do long division now. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. This magical long division spell must be outlawed. Nah, it's not magic, it's mathematics. This is just one approach, but it's a classic. Let's check our work and see if it sticks. We think 745 divided by 6 equals 124, remainder 1. I can rewrite that as multiplication. First I multiply in the ones place, then the tens place, then hundreds, okay? Ooh, look at that. What I found, it's 744. But now add the 1, the remainder, 745. That means 100 groups of 6 fit inside, plus 20 groups of 6 are combined, and 4 groups of 6, oh my. Then 1 is left over like this. Your Grace, we warmed up the pit. That's long division, and if you like, you can join us in the forest every Friday night. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. That's how we do long division now. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. That's how we do long division now. Divide, multiply, subtract, and bring it down. I have learned a lot about long division. But throw him in the pit of doom anyway.
All right, guys. Hope this helped you out with long division. We're going to go ahead and get back to our slides and go into our students will be able to. If you remembered yesterday, it's the same thing that we did yesterday. It's divide 3 and 4-digit dividends by 2-digit divisors, resulting in 2 and 3-digit quotients. Reasoning about the decomposition of successive remainders and each place value. Let's make it a lot simpler. The way I look at it is looking at a division problem. The dividend is going to be 3 or 4 places. We're going to divide it by the divisor, which is going to be 2 or 3 digits. And then our quotient, the answer, is going to be 2 or 3 digits. And it will have a remainder. That is what all that is saying. Simplify it by looking at the problem. All right, let's get started with our first one here. Long division. The first problem we have is 627 divided by 29. Now you guys know what I like to do is go ahead and go to the FlexCam. So I'm going to take 627. I'm going to put it under the tabletop because it's a lot easier for me. 29. Now I know that 30 times 2 gives me 600. So I'm going to try 29 times 2. Or actually 20. That gives me 8. That gives me 580. I think that's pretty close to 627. So I'm going to put the 2 above the 20 or the tens mark. I'm going to take 580 and I'm going to subtract that. And that gives me 47. How many times does 29 go into 47? Excellent. Yes, you are right. It goes one time. So that's 29. Now I have a remainder of 18. 29 does not go into 18 evenly. So we have a remainder of 18. How do we figure out to make sure that this is correct? Well, we go ahead and take 29 times 21. It's 29, 8, 5. Add it up, 609. I add 18, gives me 627. Does that equal this? Yes, we're there. Let's go check out the slides. All right, looks like we're working it out pretty good. We got 21 there with a remainder of 18. Let's check it out by multiplying and then adding. 609 plus 18 gives us 627. All right, now it's going to be your turn. I want you to take the time to divide 428 by 52. We'll come back together in about 2.5 minutes. I think it's actually 2 minutes and 15 seconds. See you in the next slide.